All right, we're live streaming right now. This is the House Rules and Executive Nominations Committee. This is a bill hearing on Senate Bill 55. Senator Sidnor, please present your bill. It's sponsor only. So explain your bill.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. It's the first time I've ever had an opportunity to testify before rules, so thanks for having me. Senate Bill 55 is a bill that seeks to change the law as it is now interpreted. Blount versus Boston decision. Under Blount versus Boston, within that case, the court had ruled that a legislator who happened to have a place of domicile, represented Baltimore City, but lived in Baltimore County, but he had a domicile in the city, said that he could actually serve in that capacity as a state legislator for the city while living in the county. What this bill seeks to do is to change that standard and ensure that us as legislators, when we run in the future, that we actually live and have a primary abode in the district that we represent. That is, in a nutshell, that is what this bill does.
Are there any questions from anybody on the committee? Delegate McComas.
Just real quick, Senator Sidnor, are there other states that have similar type of legislation you're proposing?
Well, the funny thing is when I was walking this bill around when I introduced it last year, everybody would say, well, isn't that what the law already is? There's an assumption that we are obligated to live or have a place of abode in order to represent a district. So I fashioned this language after talking with our Attorney General's office to try to figure out how it would, we could make the law what we thought, which is actually having legislators live in the districts that they represent. So I don't know if other states have this exact language, but in order to ensure that we live where we say we live, that was the impetus of the bill in the bill's language.
Okay. And it only covers the General Assembly, correct? Not the
Correct.
Congressional. Okay. Thank you.
Right. It doesn't touch the congressional. They have different rules.
In the Constitution.
Any other questions from the committee? I don't see anyone who has any questions. So therefore, I think, I'm sorry.
Madam Chair, I think there's a couple of amendments to the bill as well.
Okay, well, let's conclude the public hearing and then you can offer your amendments, all right? So that concludes the public hearing on Senate Bill 5. Delegate Holmes, explain your amendments, please.
These are the committee amendments, and the amendment changes the effective date to January 1st, 2024. And the other amendment, Madam Chair, adds the word primary on page 2, line 3 and 7. And it would read, currently it reads, resided and maintained a place of abode, and then the word primary will be inserted in there to say resided and maintain a primary place of abode. Those are the two amendments, Madam Chair.
Okay, are there any questions about the amendments? I don't see any. I have one little question. I believe, Senator Sidnor, if you're still here, the 6 months is counted from the election day in November. Is that correct?
You know what? I'm not certain if it's the primary or the general. I do not know.
It just says election, so I think it must be the November election because it doesn't specify a date.
Right.
If it just says election, that's really the official election.
What are you doing?
Okay. Any other questions? Okay. On the amendments, is there a motion?
I move the amendments, Madam Chair.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed to the amendments? Seeing none? The
I move-
amendments pass.
I move SB 55 as amended, Madam Chair.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed, please indicate by raising your hand or saying no. All right, hearing none, seeing none. The bill passes as amended. It will be out on the next floor. There's no other business for the committee as far as I know. So we'll stay tuned. We may meet again, but